the Seattle Mariners. And we shall take a look at the starting lineup for Seattle, brought to you by Orlando Health. J.P. Crawford leads it off, followed by Randy Arozarena, then Dominic Canzone. Cal Raleigh's the cleanup man, their catcher. Josh Naylor, Luke Raley, Cole Young, Victor Robles, and Colt Emerson rounding out the lineup for Seattle.
Well, our Toyota Trent, let's take a look at Griffin Jax as a starter. 13 starts this season, a 2.89 earned run average, a whip of 1.11. He's been extremely efficient as a starter. 58 strikeouts up against just 15 walks, all of that in 56 innings. Let's take a look at his mix. The way that he attacks the strike zone. He's got that sweeper. You see the two-seam, four-seam, about 37% between the two. And then sweeper, changeup, occasional curveball, occasional cutter.
All set to go. The first pitch is a ball a little bit away to J.P. Crawford, the third baseman. Crawford, Arozarena, and Canzone. Any deeper, it would go to the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And this one is down. And right from the very beginning, B.A., maybe a challenge for Griffin Jax when you look at, and we often do this, pitcher-hitter matchups. Well, 3 of the top 4 hitters in this lineup have had success. And there's a high fly ball right to center field. DeLuca is closing on this one, and he makes the catch. Crawford comes in 4 of 9 in his career. Arozarena 3 of 6, and Raleigh 3 of 5. A combination of 10 for 20.
Well, maybe the worm just turned on that 2-0 flyout. Let's take a look at the rest of that outfield with DeLuca in right. We've got Chandler Simpson and Cedric Mullins infield third to first. Junior Caminero, Ben Williamson, Richie Palacios, and Jonathan Aranda. Nick Fortes gets the call behind the plate.
Now Randy Arozarena. The pitch is a strike.
Yeah, well, he's got a chance now and an opportunity to kind of turn that narrative around, because he has been a completely different pitcher as a starter than he was coming out of the pen this season.
Yeah, that's the next stage to that story.
Yeah, well, you know, and he has shaved off. How about this? He has shaved off 7 pitches an inning from going from the bullpen to the starting role, from 21 to 14. I don't know what that is. I mean, but he has gone out there as a starter and attacked the zone and filled it up as well as anybody.
Well, there's a challenge here on that pitch to Arozarena.
And this early in the game, you had better be sure.
Pitch is the ball. Tampa got 1 challenge left.
Boy, it was that close, too.
Yeah. That's the one thing. This early in the game, you hate to give one of those challenges up.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Rays have 1 left for the rest of the afternoon. There's a strike. If you only knew what that next pitch was going to be. 2-2 now. It's upstairs. And you're so right about the transition Griffin Jax has made. It has been fun to watch and certainly effective for the Rays.
It looks comfortable, looks more comfortable, and again, the way that he's been attacking the strike zone.
And that's a close pitch. Goes for ball 4. Boy, you could see Fortes' body language after that pitch.
Yeah, this ball just runs a little bit off the plate. Boy, it stays on the plate almost all the way there, but that last little run takes it off, and Fortes hoping for that call. Didn't get it.
So there's a walk, 1 on, 1 out. Looking zone. There's a first pitch strike.
And here's the one thing, you know, Arozarena with 19 stolen bases on the season is the hamstring. Does the hamstring feel up to him? Because if it does, he's going to go. You know, he wants to hurt the Rays any way that he can during the course of this series. We saw that fly ball down the left field line in yesterday's ball game that landed in foul territory that he seemingly pulled up on. Looked like he could have, you know, that he could have gotten there. You'd think that he didn't want to extend on that hamstring too much, so maybe that'll keep him from running. We'll see.
Ground ball. That's going to bounce over Aranda's head. Tracked down by Palacios near that foul line. So that's a chopping base hit. Rosarena goes to second and stops right there.
No depth by Jonathan Aranda because he's holding the runner on. So this ball, when it's chopped into the ground, he cannot get back to it because of holding the runner. But a good job by Palacios, because if that gets by him, you have second and third at least.
So 2 on after that chopper. Cal Raleigh, their catcher. Oh, he's the 4th placed hitter. And the ball, and he's in that group we discussed a moment ago. 3 of 5 with a homer and 5 runs batted in against Griffin Jacks.
Well, and on Griffin Jack's side of things, you're hoping that he's catching him at the right time, because Cal Raleigh has really had a rough start to this season and has had a lot of trouble with the fastball and the breaking balls.
And he could not catch up to that fastball right there by a good measure.
By a good measure, and that ball was 6 inches above the zone. I mean, that was a ball that you really don't even go after when you're talking about the velocity that Jax has, but he's just not recognizing that pitch very well, and he's not getting to it.
The popper foul after it, Caminero, and he slides but cannot get there.
Great effort.
You're hoping that ball stays airborne just a little bit longer. Here's the slide attempt. Jack's ahead in the count. Baseball out there. Put away. Pretty good margin there on the 4-seamer. 2-2. The foul ball. So the fly ball to right, followed by the walk and the single. Jack's overall this year averaging a little over 15 pitches per inning, and as you mentioned, trying to bring things in line based on what he did out of the bullpen. And he's been able to do that as a starter, but he's going to go full up here on Raleigh. 3-2. Back to second. And there is ball 4. So a walk, the chopping single, and another walk, and the bases are loaded with only 1 out, and Josh Naylor coming to the plate.
Well, Kyle Snyder out to the mound, and it looked like that last delivery from Jax, he rushed it. He really rushed that delivery, got a little bit too forward, and that arm was never able to catch up. In fact, when he got to 2 strikes against Cal Raleigh, you go look at the misses, and they were wide, well out of the zone, and an easy walk for Cal. And now Kyle Snyder trying to talk these guys out of this little jam. Love a pitching coach when they go out there and they're demonstrative like that. You know, they speak with authority. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to get out of it. It instills confidence in the whole group.
Yep. And he's not overly animated. Very few times will you ever see him that way. He just delivers the message. Here it is, and this is how we're going to get out of it.
When you don't have to be that animated when you're 6'8". You're already talking down to everybody.
And there is that point.
Yes.
Well, Josh Naylor. And that's a cut and miss. Had him out in front. Hitter up there anxious to drive in a run.
Take advantage of it.
Yep.
Take advantage of it. First pitch changeup, and now you start to maybe crawl into his head a little bit.
upstairs. Ball, 1 strike. This is the 11th time Naylor has been up there this year with the bases loaded. He's 1 for 10. That hit was a grand slam. Oh, what a pick right there by Fortes. Nicely done.
Well, for the time being, that saves a run, and he's got to get after this breaking ball that gets yanked. And that's all he could do. No time to slide the body. You just had to play first base right there.
Hot shot foul. And that evens the count. Well, you think about that pickup made by Fortes. You know, that backhand with the catcher's mitt on a short hop.
On a breaking ball, no less.
Yep.
Well, that's the other thing. You know, when he sticks that knee down into the dirt, your lateral movement is cut way down. Yep. So it becomes almost a reach game at times. You're not really able to slide over there.
Big pitch coming here, 2-2. Naylor step back. Jack step back off the rubber with that. Now everybody back in place. 1 out, bases loaded, 2-2 count. And he got him. A swing and a miss. And he changed up on it.
After the previous pitch where he was way out in front and hit that hard line drive, you've sped him up, now slow him down. That's exactly what Griffin Jacks does beautifully. Our Orlando Health slow-mo replay. A slow-mo replay on a slow pitch. Actually, Griffin Jacks' changeup's not that slow, but again, after the previous pitch he got way out in front on, he was set up for that, and Jacks executed it flawlessly.
What a great shot from center field on that strikeout and that pitch. Now, first pitch strike to Luke Raley. Raley, 14 home runs, hitting .232. And the change, 0-2.
He gets really good arm side run with that pitch, and what he does the very best with it is he locates it so well. There is that pitch right off that middle finger. You can see how it's got that arm side run. It runs right off the end of that bat.
A 2-strike count, and he got him. He gets out of that first inning jam. Struck him out with a breaker right there, and we go to the bottom of the first. No score. Bottom of the first. Take a look at the starting line. Brought to you by Orlando Health. Yandy leads it off. Yandy Diaz, then Jonathan Aranda and Junior Caminero. Mullins, DeLuca, and Simpson in the heart of the lineup. Ben Williamson gets a start, hitting 7th in front of Palacios and Fortes.
Well, taking the mound this afternoon for the Seattle Mariners is going to be right-hander Logan Gilbert, making his 19th start of the season. Overall record there of 7-5, an ERA of 3.19. How about this right here? A season whip sub-1, 114 strikeouts up against just 22 walks. 6 feet 6 inches tall. Outstanding extension and reach. He gets on top of these hitters in a hurry.
The first pitch by the catcher as it skips to the backstop.
This is the mix right here. Four-seam fastball 39% of the time, averaging 96 miles per hour. The slider, the split, throws the split and the changeup. A curveball and a cutter.
High fly ball into center. Robles drifting, still going back, and gets all the way to the track. He started after that as if it might be normal depth out there, and he wound up on the track.
Now let's see who's going to join him in that outfield. On the left, we're going to have Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley on the right. Infield third to first, J.P. Crawford, Colton Emerson, Cole Young, and Josh Naylor. Cal Raleigh will get the call behind the plate.
And there is Randy Arozarena out there in left field for Seattle. Jonathan Aranda in the batter's box. Pitch is upstairs. You know, Gilbert starts the afternoon in 18 starts. He's given up 14 home runs and only 1 home run on the road. and 1.
Well,
So when you look at it from the Rays perspective, you think he's due to give up 2 or 3.
aren't these the home run race right now?
That's
4
right.
last night.
Yep.
Have homered in 12 of the last 15 games. 10 of those games have been multiple home run games. This team is slugging right now. Most homers in the month of July in the league. So work's cut out for you.
They're all prime.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. That's 163 hitters now with 1 home run allowed. 2-2. And that home run was hit by Byron Buxton. So we'll see how it works out. Rays got out of a spot in the top of the inning. Scoreless bottom of the first. Right back into the screen. Ronda coming off a 3-hit night last night. Hit well over 300 against Seattle. That one the other way. And a souvenir. And a cut and miss. Boy, Gilbert cut loose with that 4-seamer there. Gets out number 2.
Well, that ball had some jump to it. 98 miles per hour, and he is in the 100 percentile in extension. So he gets out there over 7.5 feet. So you think about the velocity that he's able to generate, and then the reach that he gets. That 98 plays up just a little bit.
Well, it's Junior Caminero. And a hot shot. He pulls this one back toward the corner. He'll round first and dig for 2. And he will make it standing up. Junior wasting no time. Double number 14.
Power on power, and was that contact loud? 97 running middle in, and listen. Oh, smoke.
Well, Caminero has his own personal hitting streak against the Mariners pitching staff. He's hit in 10 straight games against Seattle now. And it's Cedric Mullins. And he pops him up. That ball coming in toward the grass part of the infield. And it's caught by Young, who had to backtrack to come up with that. Congratulations to Caden on the selection and to the Wechter family. That's got to be a wonderful development, and we'll see what progresses beyond that.
It will be interesting.
Yep.
If it, he's got that scholarship to Florida State.
Yep.
So the decision time.
Ooh, a base hit the other way to the right of Williamson. Over to make a quick pickup, and now Young's going to dig for 2, and he'll arrive ahead of the throw. Well, what a great moment that has to be for Doug and the family, and certainly Caden.
Uh-oh,
How about that?
Yeah, how about it? He got Dad by 30 picks. Got Dad by 30 picks. Almost 30 years later. Yeah,
He won't hold that over.
not a bit. Not a bit. What an exciting time.
Yeah, that's great. So happy for them. And the great thing is there are options, for him.
Yes.
Which is a wonderful position to be in.
Yep. I mean, really, can't go wrong either way.
So the leadoff double, Young, for the second straight time. They put a man in scoring position. There's a bunt. Caminero's going to go to first, covering over there Palacios. And so Robles moves Young to third on the sacrifice.
Well, this is who the Rays took with the number 2 overall pick. Shortstop Grady Emerson, 18 years old, left-handed hitter, Fort Worth Christian School. Number 1 draft prospect. How about that? Number 1 draft prospect on MLB.com. The Rays get him in that second slot. As the Chicago White Sox took Rock Chalowski.
Here's Colt Emerson shooting one foul the other way. Yeah, it's always kind of a fun time, you know, with that draft, and with the Rays making their pick of Emerson. You know, a shortstop. I mean, good direction to go in the amateur draft.
Well, you're talking about an elite athlete.
Fly ball deep center, straight away. Mullins in front of the track. Here's a tag at third by Young. He will score, and Seattle has the first run of this game.
The Rays like to go that route. They've done it in a number of drafts. You get that really good high school shortstop because, again, he's probably the best athlete on your team more than likely. And that's a position where you can start to move guys around. That doesn't mean that he's necessarily going to end up a shortstop. He might, but he also might end up an outfielder. He might end up at second base. You don't know, but you are guaranteed a really good athlete that's played a premium position. And you probably can move him around like a chess piece where he fits the best.
Yeah, and you know, you've got other young players in your organization who were shortstops when you drafted them. So if it turns out that this is the shortstop in the future, you can move other guys to different positions and have an athletic team.
Well, that plays right into what the Rays are trying to do, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to do that too. Realizing that, you know, putting the ball in plane, taking extra bases, stealing a bag, laying down a bunt, it's valuable baseball.
Ground ball, Palacios across his body. That's out number 3. Bottom of inning 2 coming. 1-0 second.
Most heartfelt congratulations. Number 3 in that Tampa Bay area is synonymous with Evan Longoria.
Well, going back to Long Beach State University last month and getting a chance to learn where Evan came from, I have a man here next to me who knows that campus well, knows that area well, and was instrumental in helping this team draft Evan with that number 3 overall selection in the 2006 Major League Draft. This is, of course, RJ Harrison. RJ, first of all, to be here, to see Evan go from that draft pick that you so much believed in to having his number retired, no one will ever wear it in franchise history. How do you sum up getting that right, my friend, and knowing that Evan would be this kind of guy?
Well, it's really exciting. It's a great day for Evan and his family, and a great day for the organization, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
What do you remember from those early days of scouting Evan, seeing how he developed going from junior college to Long Beach State, and ultimately getting that phone call when you were on the treadmill at the Hilton Garden Inn, knowing that he was going to be available there for you guys to be able to select him?
Well, it was just, you know, he made a name for himself as a sophomore, kind of playing in Tulo's shadow over there at Long Beach State, and went out to the Cape Cod, and that's where we really got on him on the Cape, and then just played his way to our pick, you know, in the spring. It was just, we were on him. He made it tough for us to say no. He's just that good a player and that good a person.
You spent 36 years, you've told me, in scouting, and you've spent almost your entire life in baseball. When Evan told that story today of going out for his first BP and he's hitting dribblers, barely getting to the wall, you remember that moment clearly, don't you?
Well, we all remember. Everybody that was there remembers it. Was kind of felt bad for him, you know, and you're wondering, the guys on a big league club are wondering, who's this guy we just drafted? He can't get the ball out of the infield.
Chandler Simpson there gets a single for the Rays as he gets on board. You know, RJ, we talk about Longo and the intangibles, right? And you mentioned the way he could swing the bat, what he didn't develop in college, how he became an even better fielder here at this level. What did you identify early on about Evan that was special and that you wanted him to be a part of this organization?
Well, you know, we do a lot of work on all these players, and we usually get pretty close on the abilities, but the makeup of these guys, and our area guy with Fred Repke had become really close with Evan, and we've done a good job in that regard, but you really don't know what you have until they go out and have to start doing it every day. And he hit the ground running. I mean, he went from Hudson Valley to the California League to the Southern League in that very first year after the draft, won a championship in the Southern League, and just, you know, he was just special. We think a lot of them are special. He's special.
Mentioned the 3+ decades you've been doing this, RJ. Where does Evan and his story and his draft and the way he turned out rank for you among some of the players you've scouted and developed?
Well, I mean, personally, it has to be number one, just because it was my first year as a scouting director. It was our first year with Andrew and the whole group, and we were at a point where we had a lot of good players, but we just hadn't become a winning big league organization. And so, you know, what Evan brought here and basically being the face of the franchise for all those successful years, I mean, it has to be number one.
Did you ever envision, RJ, that he would change the course of this franchise the way he did with that draft, and then immediately coming up here in 08, leading this team to a postseason run and ultimately the World Series?
I don't think you can ever predict that. You know, we knew he was a good player. We were going to take him with the 3rd pick in the draft, so obviously we were very high on him, but he exceeded all of our expectations.
RJ, I'm glad you saw then what he has developed and turned into now. So grateful for your time. I know you're still with the organization. We got a pretty cool number 2 overall draft pick today, pretty synonymous with today as well. Appreciate everything, and congrats on today and celebrating with them.
Thanks, Ron.
It's RJ Harrison, big part of this organization, Dwayne, and a lot of the guys you're seeing on the field in the past and certainly here today.
If anybody has a perspective on this organization, it would be RJ. He has been with this organization from its infancy. I mean, before they ever had any idea of who was going to be on the major league roster. So the mid-90s brought him into the fold here with this Tampa Bay franchise, and he's seen it all. Runner goes, and the pitch is fouled back. DeLuca has struck out. Simpson with that base hit. He was breaking on that 2-2 pitch, so it's still 2-2 on Williamson. Now RJ with an extensive baseball background and development. Kind of fun to talk with them and get their perspective when you go back that long.
Think about how many amateur players that he's had eyes on.
Yep.
Breaking down, do they have the ability? Do they have the intangibles? What's the makeup like? What kind of player? What kind of dog? I mean, whatever it may be, he has seen it all. There's no doubt.
That's going to be a base hit and more up the left field line. Simpson hitting 3rd. They're going to wave him around. It will be a stand-up double for Williamson, and the Rays tie this game. Williamson with a 2-base hit. Simpson all the way around from first.
You know, Gilbert had Ben Williamson down. He had him down. And you just wonder, a guy like Chandler Simpson being over there at first base and getting a start on a couple of those pitches, how much that affects the pitcher's mind. Because Gilbert hung that pitch, middle of the plate, gave Ben Williamson an opportunity to jump on it, and then you're not going to be able to do anything about Chandler in that speed.
Richie Palacios. He takes a strike around the knees.
That's kind of what we talk about with a guy like Chandler. Sometimes he doesn't even need to run. If the pitcher's thinking about you a little bit too much, he doesn't execute to home plate, and all of a sudden that hitter gets something to hit.
Yeah, you divide that attention. High fly ball back into center. And Robles just in a couple steps to make the catch for out number 2. And Williamson still at second base. Well, with every first race hit this year, Suncoast Credit Union donates $79 to local nonprofits. You can visit suncoast.com/race for more information on the first race hit of the game program. Nick Fortes. And a chopper to 3rd. And a toss across the diamond. Fortes out of there. Rays pick up a run. Big day. Evan Longoria, number 3, honored here in pregame ceremony. The first man up against Griffin Jacks. Out of the way. Well, an extended first inning for Jacks, 27 pitches, but then only 9 in the second. Got a Rosarena, Canzone, and Raleigh coming up. This one too close. 14th start, 25th appearance for Jax. Quickly behind Rosarena. 3-0. And he misses again inside. For the second time, he walks to Rosarena, this time to lead off the inning.
Yeah, already the third walk here for Griffin Jax. That's something that he's not done a whole lot of as a starter. We kept talking about it as this game started to unfold, about how he's been so efficient, pounding the strike zone, trusting his stuff. A couple, or a few, I should say, early misses here today.
Dominic Canzone. And that's a ball.
One thing that he has been able to do is get the ground ball. Done a nice job of getting ground balls. That's what he'd like to get right here. That's why that first pitch change up to Canzone.
Over to first. Rosarena back in. He is 19 of 24 in the running game. That's a strike. He finds the zone after 5 consecutive pitches out of it. Now he bunts foul, but that whole side was open with Caminero, the only man on the left side at the shortstop spot, and Williamson was up the middle.
Yeah, Junior was back, back in that area right there. And watch this. He's just trying to push it. Just trying to push it. If he keeps it fair, it's a base hit. I mean, bottom line. And he just could not do that.
Two and two.
Well, the Mariners all season long have had trouble scoring runs. Their offense has really held them back. Their pitching staff right there at the top of the league. But the offense has been shoddy at best. So try to look to get on any way you can.
Boy, and another 3-ball count, 3-2. With 3-2 to Rosarena in the first, walked him. 3-2 to Raleigh in the first, walked him. 3-0 to Rosarena here in the third, walked him. Now 3-2 to Canzone. And that is strike 3 call. Big pitch right there to get the out.
Boy, low flyer right through the zone. And I mean right through the zone, but at the very bottom. Our Advent Health strike zone, and he is able to lay it right in there and get the call. That was a big pitch there. Boy, you think about first and second, nobody out.
Cal Raleigh coming up, and you have to think it's only a matter of time with Cal Raleigh. So let's keep him where he's been, get him out of town. Oops, long fly ball. I mean, that's home run distance, but foul, well foul.
Strike one. Strike one.
We kept it foul.
There you go.
So that's a strike. Got to get ahead of the hitter, and he did.
Cal Raleigh, 60 home runs a season ago. That average right now stuck at 165, just 9 and 29.
Oh, and he takes it the other way. Sliced one into left field.
That's about the only pitch that he has been able to handle this year. Really has struggled with the breaking balls down in the 130s, fastball around 150, but off speed he's hitting around 280. And how about that? That changeup off the plate, below the zone. And how about the reach? Just to get it started the other way.
Look at that.
The guy that hit 60 now talking about going the other way.
Josh Naylor line drive and a throw down to second. Got it. Wow. Double play. Aranda grabbed that line drive and fired it to Williamson at second for the double play to end the top half of the third. A hot shot indeed. We'll take another look at that one to break. This game tied 1-1. Rays coming off a 4-home run game in the first game of this series. And there's a strike to Yandy Diaz. Yandy with 13 round trippers. And a high fly ball back into left center. Pretty well tagged. That's got some carry. Will one hop the wall out there and back to that far corner. A 2-base hit standing up for Yandy Diaz to begin the third.
We saw one of these in last night's game. A ball that was in the air seemingly forever that this Mariner outfield has not been able to get to. That ball put to a pretty deep part of the field, but it was up there all day. You can see Yandy, he's watching it. He's almost all the way to first base before that ball hit the turf, and no one was able to get there. You can see. You take a look out there, and I don't know if Robles actually got a good look on that, because he did not get after that ball with any kind of sincerity. I mean, he was not going after that.
Ronda fouls it out of play.
You know, he had a fly ball in the first inning, I think, where he was kind of backing up on it. Wasn't real sure. Didn't have a good look at it. Cole Young struggled with an infield pop-up.
Yeah.
We've seen, visiting teams do that, but he did not get after that baseball at all.
Yeah, that was that other ball that Yandy hit to center you're talking about. There's one into right center field. That's going to get the job done. Here comes Yandy in to score. It's a double for Aranda. Back-to-back 2-base hits. And the Rays take a 2-1 lead. RBI number 62 for Jonathan Aranda.
Boy, he pulled that fastball down and in right into the nitro zone for Aranda. He just drops barrel on it right center field. And then how about the dive by Robles? He's thinking this ball gets by me, it might be a triple, and he's able to cut it off, get it back in. Not going to do anything about the run scoring, but you keep Aranda at second base.
So now he's in scoring position for Junior Caminero. Pitch darts low. Ball, no strikes. Chasing there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Well, Aranda now tied for 4th in the league in runs batted in with 62. Ball by Junior Caminero.
Well, a big reason for that for Aranda. He is hitting on the season 345. 345 with runners in scoring position. Him and Yandy Diaz been kind of driving the bus when it comes to that category.
You know, both Yandy and Aranda are in the top 5 in on-base percentage as well. So they're driving in runs, they're getting on base, scoring runs. And it's that trio with Yandy and Jonathan Aranda and Junior Caminero.
There you go. How about Yandy? I mean, Jonathan Aranda now at 353. Impressive, no. Yandy's 100 points above that.
How about that, huh?
Yeah, 455.
A little piece of that one foul to keep the at bat going.
Here comes the split. Boy, does he tuck that deep. That's almost a fork ball. I'll rub it.
Not easy, the life of a catcher.
No.
2-2 here on Caminero.
And you know it going in. For the next 7.5 months, got to include spring training, I'm going to get beat up.
Ball 3.
One after the other. I mean, one after the other. That's part of the. You see him grimacing right there.
And you do it anyway.
Speaking of grimace, I wonder how Case is doing.
Three-two now. And a turn. Nothing doing back there. And that is ball 4. Monero draws the walk, and the Rays with 2 men on now. Nobody out. Well, the Rays have scored a run here in the 3rd inning. You win free cheese curds. Redeem the offer in your delicious rewards account for free medium cheese curds with Culver's purchase. Valid through tomorrow at participating Tampa Bay restaurants. Well, an opportunity for more here. Nobody out. Cedric Mullins in the batter's box. Shortens on the bat. That pitch is down. Gilbert's numbers across the board impressive. Coming in, 114 strikeouts, 22 walks. Again, a ball inside here. Mullins up 2-0 and only 80 hits and just over 107 innings. The Rays have 2 runs, 5 hits. They picked up a walk in this inning. Back-to-back doubles and then the base on balls. And again, Mullins shortens up and takes the pitch off the plate in. 3 straight misses by Gilbert to begin this at bat.
Yeah, and that's with runners at first and second with nobody out. The Rays have a chance here. This is a huge pitch for Gilbert at minimum.
And that's taken for a strike, 3-1.
And if you're Cedric Mullins, you're like, okay, I'll give you that. I'm up 3-0. That's a fastball. It's in the zone, but it's not a pitch I'm going to be able to really drive. It's not what I'm looking for. So you know what? Do it again.
And he's showing bunt. And that's going to be strike 2.
Now that was a pitch that caught a little bit more play, but you're right, as he squares around. Not going to be able to do much now. Now you got to battle.
On from 3-0 to 3-2. Fans never approve of that move.
They don't. They don't, because they're thinking it's Jonathan around out there. He's probably not going anywhere, but Gilbert doesn't know that. In a full count, would the Rays get that aggressive? You never know with this team.
3-2. High pop fly toward the line and right. Raley is after it, still coming. He will make the catch. Tag at second. Aranda's going to head to third. Throw cut off. It'll be first and third with 1 out.
That's a good job by Jonathan Aranda. Number 1, reading that ball, how deep it was. And then on top of that, Luke Raley catches that ball flat-footed. And so he's got no momentum, no way to build momentum to even attempt a throw over there to third base. So you get that runner over to third with less than 2. The Rays have been really good in these types of situations.
And Johnny DeLuca will have an opportunity. DeLuca, one of 2 strikeouts posted by Gilbert. $50,000, the minimum jackpot for today's 50-50 charity raffle. You can get your raffle ticket online at raysbaseball.com/5050. Good conference on the mound here by the Mariners. Rays with a run to take the lead and a chance for more. They had everybody around that infield, and Cal Raleigh, the catcher, out there. Look at 259 right now. And he shows bunt. The pitch is upstairs.
The infamous play. First and third, one out. How many times did you see the Rays pull that off? Get the bunt down, just sneak in another run.
That's what the Rays do. You know, you get down into this part of their lineup, they're likely to do any number of things.
That's it. It's all about creating runs.
And he's showing that possibility of bunting and takes ball 2. I mean, really, the Rays have at least 2 lineups in one. When you look at the top 3 and then the rest of the lineup, it gets interesting. And there's a strike.
And they can make themselves really difficult to defend. And we watch it.
Yep.
You see the tangible results of sometimes these infield defenses don't know what to do, don't know where to go with the ball.
Two and one, he fouls it back. Up a little bit, out over the plate, a little something behind it. It's got a little bit of it. Two, runner goes off first, swing and a miss. And there will be no throw down. And Aranda trying to read Raleigh, who held on to that. So it's going to be second and third with 2 outs.
Well, the breaking ball right here. There's the reaching swing, and Raleigh realizes there's absolutely no play at second. Don't even waste your time, and quick peek at third.
Caminero now at second with Aranda at third, up to Chandler Simpson. Crawford in close at third base. And the pitch is a strike. Caminero getting credit for his second stolen base of the year. Fouls it, a little bit of that one. Simpson has to fight his way from behind in the count. He came into this game with 6 hits in his last 12 at bats, had a base hit and a run scored in the second. Trying to make contact here and get at least a run home, but he's down 0-2. Matter of survival right now. And the ground ball chopped to the right side. Young, the second baseman, makes the throw, and the Rays settle for the 1 run. They lead 2-1. Luke Raley's going to lead off here for Seattle with Jacks on the hill for the Rays. And the first pitch, a liner up the middle, and Williamson positioned perfectly. Made the grab right there. Active Mike presented by the Active Catch card. And speaking of active, hey, our booth finally has balance. We got a left-hander and a right-hander here with big game James Shields.
And,
great to see you. How you doing?
This is why I come in the tops, because 1 pitch, 1 out. We're good to go.
That's right. In true Rays fashion.
Man, they're doing so good this year, man. I love it.
It's a fun team to watch.
Absolutely.
It's a throwback style of baseball. You've got a pitching staff that's full of pitchers.
Yeah.
I mean, guys that go out there kind of like the way that you went after it. You know what I mean? Manipulate, change speeds. They do an outstanding job. And it's just a fun team to watch day in and day out, no doubt.
I love them. I love them. They're a good clubhouse. Good clubhouse.
I've had a question that I've always wanted to ask you, and I have said it when I was watching you pitch, and I've said it numerous times. Don't know if it's true, but it certainly seemed that way. It seemed to me at times you would get an 0-2 count on a guy, and then it was like you're seeing nothing but changeups until the end. You may check up on the first one, you may take the second one, but by 3 or 4 you're out, and it's happening right now. That's the way it looked from here. You just go, they may take it, they may take it, maybe 2-2, you go right back to it, and all of a sudden there's your punch.
Yeah, someone always told me hitters aren't the smartest in the world, you know.
There's a pop fly, and Simpson under the ball right there. Of course, you're in here with Evan being honored, but first let's take a look at some of the highlights here in a
youngster.
Rays uniform.
Oh, there's the heater up top. There's that changeup.
Go.
Dirty, dirty.
I'll tell you, you got a little bit more of a beard, but you look like you're in great shape.
Hey, we as we get older, we got to be able to touch our toes, Dwayne. You know.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I know all about that. So.
Yeah, this is such a cool night, man. I'm so happy for Longo. Hey, that was a quick one.
Well, hey, hang on. We got more. It's a quick inning, 1, 2, 3. He'll be back here in the bottom of the 4th.
Liberty.
Back at Tropicana Field, bottom of the 4th. Rays up 2-1, and with Evan Longoria being honored today, James Shields back and a little reminiscing. You're on the West Coast now, but you tell us you're spending time in God's country as well.
Oh yeah, up in the Tetons, the Grand Tetons. Yeah, we have a little place up there. But yeah, man, I'm so happy to be here right now. Longo, man, what a special night. You know, he's very well deserving. Obviously, he's one of the franchise leaders and everything, and more importantly, he was the biggest professional as soon as he came up, just like he said today. And you know, he asked me to come out, and you know, I'm just glad to be here with him.
Well, you were part of that transition of this franchise. I mean, just tell us a little bit about that whole process for you.
Yeah, man, it was just a good group of guys. You know, I mean, it took a good quality group of guys. Obviously, Joe was the leader as the manager, and Andrew Friedman did just a phenomenal job of getting guys in the scouting department, the whole deal. But we had to put it together. I mean, at the end of the day, we always had talent. We just had to put it together. So we just had to get a good group of leaders in there and really just put it together. And I mean, look at the Rays organization now. I mean, just winning culture every single year. I mean, it's just clockwork. It's so special to watch.
There's Williamson going to drop one into short right for a base hit. Hey, just let's go back down memory lane to 08.
I was actually in the bullpen. Yes, love it. Little Price and Navi. There goes Gomer. And then here I am somewhere, right there. Oh man, I couldn't breathe under that pile.
Yes.
I remember
the
almost
space
dying.
gets small fast. Yes, it does. Talk about it. That was interesting because that was the last year that I was going to try to play in camp. All of a sudden, I find myself, you know, as part of Jim Hickey's staff. But talk about the seminal moments, because that group was like, you know, tired of hearing about the Yankees, tired of hearing about the Red Sox. We think that we've got enough talent in this room to challenge them. And then there's the fight in spring training.
I don't know. You were safe right there, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
There's your fight in Boston.
Yep.
You throwing the haymaker. That was like that. You guys were challenging, saying gloves are off, boys.
Yeah, absolutely. At the beginning, I mean, spring training when we did a little brawl with the Yankees that year.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah, remember?
That to me
Tampa
was
challenging the outfield
turning the
in the corner.
corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
That day,
Shelley
right down the
Duncan,
street here.
Shelly Duncan goes up high on Iwamura, and Johnny Gomes comes in with a forearm shiver, and it's on.
Absolutely.
Hey, we got a challenge here, and I think you were right on the call. And
Thought
we're
he
going to
was
say,
safe.
I mean, James Shields already called him safe.
Yeah, I can see it from here. I got 2013 vision.
Easy. Should have been a fighter.
So we're going to find out. Look at this.
He's there.
He's there.
Yes.
The crowd is on the same side with James Shields here.
Yes.
We're just going to make it official now.
And this is where you start to wonder what's the hold.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know. That makes you a little nervous.
I know.
Makes you a little nervous,
Should be cut dry. Should be cut and dry.
Yeah.
Did he ever come off? Because he's there. He's already there.
Do they count the mitten? That's a.
Yeah, there you go.
And those things just feel like they're getting longer.
Yeah.
He's in.
They used to be 6 inches
Stay on
longer
that
when I
back.
was playing, man.
After review, the corner field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, Big Game James could have told you that a long time
Let's
ago.
get this game on the road.
Yeah. Speed it up more ways than one.
But yeah, I mean, look, I mean, at the end of the day, what we were talking about is spring training. After that little scuffle in spring training with the Yankees, we all got together in spring training. We just said, nah, this is happening. We're going to do this. We're a bunch of brothers, and we're going to create this culture. And, you know, that's kind of what we did all season long. I mean, we didn't let anybody mess around. We were not the little brothers of the league anymore. And at the end of the day, I mean, look, that's just what it was.
You can't get dirtier than that.
There you go.
Here you go.
And here comes Johnny.
Where's John? There he is.
Bam!
No, yeah.
I'm telling you, he came flying
Yes. That was one time where I thought I was knocking out Reggie Jackson at some point, and I was like, man, that would be bad news, Mr. October. Yeah, no, but that's it. I mean, that's what it was. We were brothers from then on out. We created a good culture, and man, what a season we had.
in. Foul up the right side. Still 1-2.
The Mohawks.
Yeah.
That's where the Mohawks came into play, right?
Listen, it was the Rayhawk that when I went home and mine had a crosswalk in it, that's when I decided to just go bold. That was the moment for me.
I think I looked the worst I've ever looked in my life. There's the boys right there. There you go.
What a group.
Yep.
We were just
We got
talking
a lot of
about-
guys here, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, we got Hindu, we got Hinsky, we got Foley, we got a lot of guys, man. Really good to see the fellas.
Well, there was some chemistry though.
Yeah.
With the whole group back then.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I really see a lot of that same chemistry in this clubhouse this year. You know, I mean, Kashi was telling me earlier that, you know, that it reminds me a lot of what our team was back then, and a lot of the good teams that he's had in the past, and they just seem like they're having fun this year. I mean, it's just great.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know what? And speaking of clubhouse, what was Evan like in the clubhouse?
He was great, man. He was, you know, as a rookie, he's obviously leading by example, but he was a vocal leader, man. I mean, he was very professional. He came to the ballpark every day. He got his work in every day. He did what he did, you know, every single day. He's a routine-oriented guy. And that's what I loved about him. And he's just stayed so consistent throughout his whole entire career, which is why he was such a consistent hitter. You know, going in, he was very even keel. His emotions didn't really get to him too much, and he was just such a good example for these kids and coming up. You know.
Yeah, a lot of discipline, a lot of focus.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it takes.
Well, I remember, speaking about routine, sitting up here and watching his routine down at third base every day.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy with hardware.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going out every day, starts on his knees, starts
Yep.
working with the hands, gets up, you know, making all the throws, doing all the things. You take a look at his rookie season numbers, and you're right, just the...
That's not bad, is it?
Not at all. They're rolling right out of bed. And,
For being a rookie, that's pretty good, man.
yeah, without a doubt. In the toughest division of baseball at that time.
And he had to deal with guys like me on the mound, so he's, you know, we had a lot of conversations on the field together with the glove up. You know,
You keep him busy.
yeah, yeah. Balfour's in there, love it. Nah, he's one of my favorite teammates of all time, man. He's just so good, such a good ambassador for the game. I mean, just MLB in general, he was just a great ambassador for the game, and you know, just to show kids what the right way of doing things is Evan Longoria is definitely a poster child.
1-2 and a cut and miss. Fortes, the second out.
Hey, we got to get
What
this
do you
guy
do
in,
now?
man.
What do you do now when you get that feeling like you'd love to be back out there?
Every time I want to go back out on the field, my arm hurts. Nah, it's good. I mean, I miss the guys. You know, I miss the guys in the clubhouse, obviously, and all that good stuff. But you know, in competing, you know, all the stuff in between, I don't really miss too much. But you know, I'm just glad to be around my kids at home and just spend some time with them and spend some time with the family, because we're gone so much and throughout the year, and the sacrifices that our kids and our wives make, you know, throughout the season is just absolutely incredible. So just to be home and just be around them has just been great.
On strike on Yandy Diaz here. The Rays trying to pick up another run. Popped up foul. Naylor's after it, and he will reach toward the camera position and make the catch. Stayed with it. And so the Rays leave a man. Big James, great to see you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Come back anytime
I'm gonna
you
hang
want,
out
man.
with the boys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Thanks for having me. Good seeing you guys.
Colt Emerson, the number 9 hitter, the shortstop, leads off. First pitch, and there's a high fly ball into center. Mullins angling back and just in front of the track. One pitch, one out. Raise Up Foundation, proud to support World Central Kitchen's earthquake relief efforts in Venezuela. Rays encourage you to join the effort during this homestand. Make a donation at www.raysbaseball.com/donate. Now it's J.P. Crawford. Well, that's 4 outs on the last 7 pitches recorded by Griffin Jacks. And there's a strike on the outside corner to Crawford. That after a 27-pitch first inning, 9 in the second, 13 in the third, 6 in the fifth. And now 1 out, and a strike to count on the next hitter, and there's strike 2. So he has found that strike zone with quality.
He really has. And things are sharpening up here, and he's got that pitch count back in order.
Tight there.
Nothing wrong with that. In an 0-2 count, you got a hitter that's looking maybe to dive out over the plate. Even if that's a miss, you still send a message. You still have the count in your favor.
Don't get too comfortable.
Nope.
Offered a 2-hit game last night. Fouls it. There's a run in the second, another run in the third. Fly ball toward the line and left, and a nice little read and a quick jump by Simpson made the catch. Fairly routine style right there. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, because that ball off the bat, you thought, uh-oh, could that sneak down into the corner? But Chandler Simpson, you're right, got a great read, a great jump, and a direct route. J.P. Crawford none too happy.
And Randy Arozarena, who has walked twice. And he takes strike 1. Randy came in 3 of 6 with a homer and 2 runs batted in against Griffin Jacks. And a little looper into center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That pitch in on him, and Arozarena has himself a single.
Yeah, the really good pitch by Jackson. It takes off all the steam from that swing. Arozarena trying to barrel that. Or Orlando Health slow-mo replay. Look at that ball take off in. It gets right off the label. And all of a sudden that ball up in the air has nothing behind it. So it's just going to harmlessly fall into center field.
There's Ken zone. 1 for 2. All no strikes. travels a bit wide, 2-0. And that's a cut and miss. 96 there. Three of the 4 hits have come from the left side against Griffin Jacks today. He pulls the count even with that strike, 2-2. Coming into the game, lefty's hitting .253 off him, and the right-handed hitter's .217. Back to 2-2. Here we go. Into the dirt. Blocked. Does a good job, and it's now 3-2 with 2 outs, and this will free a Rosareno over at first with Cal Raleigh on deck. Stretch with Randy on the move. The pitch and a little tapper down to first, and we'll get the tag. Well, he's going to retreat to the plate and give it up. So Aranda backpedaling his way, and that's going to be out number 3. Bottom half of the 5th coming today, and by Suncoast Credit Union. Score fee-free checking with more perks to save big. Open your account at suncoast.com. Family affair here as Evan Longoria has been honored, and more to come tomorrow. Jonathan Aranda takes a strike to begin the home half of the 5th. He's facing Logan Gilbert. 2 got up there in a hurry. Evan Longoria socializing there. Going to be foul out of play. And he still, Evan still has that that same presence that he had when he was up here in 2008 and for the entirety of his career.
And there it is.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, you know how that is when when you get a group of guys together and have the kind of success they did, and there's a pretty good idea of the success Evan in all those categories, a franchise leader, and there's a special bond that forms.
And a lot of them by a wide margin too.
Yep.
A wide margin. Yeah, special player, and that's why you have the special weekend. It's fantastic.
1-2 up the middle. The glove there by Emerson. Throw to first. Safe the call. Colt Emerson up the middle to the first base side of second, just on that turf in short center. And Aranda gets the safe call at first.
Boy, that was a great effort by Emerson. This ball sharply hit up the middle on the other side of second base, and he's able to get there, but now you've got to make the tough throw. And Aranda hustling up the lines, able to beat it out. Nice scoop by Naylor, but to no avail.
Well, 7 hits for the Rays. 3rd consecutive inning, putting the leadoff man on. And here's Junior Caminero. Ball, no strikes. Junior has doubled and walked. Good cut, a little foul ball at the end of the bat. Well, Junior's now 18 for 38 against Seattle pitching, with 14 runs batted in, 4 home runs, and 9 doubles. How about that? So half of his hits have been extra bases.
Get your money's worth, right?
Boy, he does.
I mean, if you're going to do it.
That puts him down 1-2. Well, let's look at some numbers here. Longoria and Caminero, first 296 career games. I mean, those are pretty interesting comps, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
2-2.
And Junior's got him in the home run department, but look at Evan and the extra base hits and the runs driven in and the OPS and the batting average. And that is really interesting. Guys you can build around.
Yeah. Oh,
guys that you should build around.
that's right. Swing and miss there. And Junior retired for the first time today. Yeah, those are great numbers, and the guys in the truck digging those up for us.
Tell you, that split, he buries that. Those long fingers, he gets them jammed back in there, and that ball just doesn't get there. And when it does, all of a sudden that bottom is falling out.
Yeah, an opponent sitting only a little over 150 against him on that pitch.
You know, he really doesn't have a pitch that gets hit well. I mean, he is good with all of them.
Up the middle, but stationed right there is Emerson, stepping on the bag, and the throw to first. Mullins grounds into the 6-3 double play.
But I love him, and it was really cool to see him get emotional and like really put his heart on his sleeve, and he let it out. It was cool.
I asked you this pregame, but how did that love start between you two? I mean, teammates, obviously, in 2008. He looks up to you as a mentor. What made you guys gel so well together?
He's a great dude, and I knew it. First day I met him, I was like, yeah, let's go, man. This is what we're going to do. At this time, we're going to go to the weight room. We're going to do all this stuff, and this is how it works in the big leagues. I just wanted to give him a piece of what I knew for 6 or 7 years in the big leagues at the time. So we gravitated towards each other. It was a lot of fun.
What was the moment that you can remember where you go, this kid has it? Like, was there a certain spot, moment, or memory you recall where that came to be?
So he was facing a guy named Javier Vasquez at the time, and he threw him a 60-mile-an-hour curveball. And this guy just planted his left heel in the ground and stayed behind a 60-mile-an-hour pitch when he's throwing 95 at the time, and hit it about 450 feet into that third deck over there. And I was like, that's different. That is different right there. Very different. So, yeah, stud, man, stud.
He has been different ever since, Eric. When you recall back in 2008, that special run when he got called up, I think I read you talking about this. There's guys that you hear about the hype. He lived up to it. How did he do that?
Man, I wish. For me, it's just like, it's always the ability to get to the next pitch. He had a short memory. Like, if something was going bad, he never let it get to him, and he just got to the next pitch all the time. And he actually taught me more about baseball than I ever could have taught him. So grateful for that, too.
Watching some of your highlights here as well. What are some of the memories you recall from that 2008 season that were so special alongside this guy?
I remember I was probably a platoon player hitting against righties, and then Evan actually got hurt, so did Carl Crawford. And so guys like me, Johnny Gomes, and Rocco Baldelli had to platoon together, getting a lot of at-bats and being able to go out there and kind of pull our weight ourselves. And, you know, it was nice. I had a pretty good year, and it was fun to be a part of that. And Joe Madden was a big part of it, too.
You know, we hear a lot in this clubhouse how tight-knit this current group is in 2026. It reminds a lot of people about the core and the chemistry from 2008. Have you heard that being here, getting a chance to meet these guys and seeing the current group that's here?
Big time. Just walking around that clubhouse, seeing the vibe in there was just so cool to be back in it. Looking at everybody, I was like, wow, these guys get it. They know what they're doing. They seem like they're having a really good time around each other. They just want to be around their teammates. And you listen to Evan's speech when he's like, what do you miss? It's the teammates. And that's what's great about it. So wish them all the best. They're doing really well. It's awesome.
He will forever be one of your favorite teammates, I know, and certainly you will forever be one of those in 2008 that we will always recall and remember. Eric, thank you so much for the time, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Always. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Dwayne, up to you.
All right, thank you very much. Good to see Eric Hinsky.
Yeah, how about it?
Oh, you could work on it bad.
Yes, he could.
Oh, man. 1-1 the count here on Naylor with Raleigh called out on strikes. Now it's 1-2. Cam Boozer in relief of Griffin Jacks. How about Jacks? He got the last 8 outs. He had that 27-pitch first inning. The last 8 outs he got today, on 21 pitches. I mean, that's a pretty good ratio. And there's a reach and a miss by Naylor. So a called third strike and now a swinging third strike. Boozer 2 up, 2 down.
Boy, that's an uncomfortable at bat with Cam Boozer. Left on left, when he can rip a breaking ball like this. I mean, where it starts on the inside corner and he takes it clear off the plate on the other side. You just can't reach it.
Luke Raley. You know, that pitch, pitch by Boozer, it's almost like those Bugs Bunny pitches. You know, if you're a left-handed hitter and you think maybe you're on it and then it just keeps breaking.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing.
It's a line drive caught by Palacios. A 1-2-3-6 there on Evan Longoria weekend, and the Rays hold a 2-1 lead. That's a pretty good scouting report, and look back on Evan Longoria when you think about what he meant to this team. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and Johnny DeLuca takes ball 1. I was always amazed that he could be so young and so calm in pressure situations.
That's what stood out.
Yeah.
There was never going to be a moment that was too big, and he could slow down the breathing, he could slow down the blood pressure, stay focused on the task at hand. Sometimes it speeds up on you,
yep,
and it never sped up on you.
Yep.
And that's why he was able to come through in the biggest of moments throughout his career. And that's special. You know, there are a lot of really talented players that don't have that ice water in their veins and that slow heartbeat and be able to focus and come through in the big spots time and again. He had that.
I mean, those big spots can carry you away. They never did with him.
No. Nope. That's the one thing. Hey, it doesn't mean he's going to go, come through every single time.
Yeah.
But it was never going to be because the moment was too big or things sped up on him.
DeLuca skies this one on the infield. That's Young at second making the catch, 1 away. Yeah, and I don't know if you're born with that or if you develop it, but he certainly had it either way.
There are, I remember one time being told by a scout, not everybody can play in October.
Yep.
I didn't understand that until I got into October. And then realized, you know what? The stage is bigger. The lights are brighter.
Yep.
Some guys thrive in that environment. Some guys pucker up in that environment.
Yeah.
And he was a guy that thrived when the lights got brighter.
Emerson takes care of this chop off the bat of Simpson. 2 up, 2 down. A couple of quick outs here in the 6th. And his presence is like that now. When you're around him, you interact with him, you see him in now mostly social situations now, and he seems the same way.
In control.
Yeah.
In control. What a great time for him and the family.
Oh, yeah.
And his teammates that have come back. Coaches.
Yeah.
Support staff. Everybody. I just can't believe, that, I mean, just how quickly things move. He was just a baby in this game.
Tell me about it.
It doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, time flies when you're having fun, and I'll tell you, if you're in this game and you love it the way most people in this game do, I mean, time goes much quicker than you want it, but it's time well spent. Up the middle and a base hit. That pitch in on Williamson. He had enough to get that one through, and he is 3 for 3. Double and 2 singles.
This one here may cost him and a bat, but I don't think he's going to mind. Orlando Hell's slow-mo replay. That 4-seamer runs right in on him, but he muscles it into center field. That bat definitely has been compromised.
Richie Palacios. Strike 1. Big cut. Pitch breaking down and in on him. So Seattle started with a run in the second. The Rays one in the second, one in the third. Opposite field here. Rosarena has to go back, reaching up as he gets to the track to make the catch. We are through 6. Rays lead 2-1. Evan Longoria honored today and tomorrow. Great to see him.
Over the race tank here.
It is.
Out by the center field Budweiser porch.
Cole Young swings and misses. The first offering from Boozer.
I can see it right now, Dwayne. It's headed back towards the foul pole right field, right in front of the Jumbotron, now making its way into foul territory.
Wow, how about that, huh?
Yeah.
1-1. I don't know. It might be coming our way.
It is.
Yeah, it has to take a little pit stop there. We'll see how the crew handles it. Foul ball out of play. It's the pit crew and taking care of the drone cam. We're in the 7th inning. Too wide. 2-2. Got some new batteries and off it goes.
Oh yeah, did you see how it tilted forward? It's making some time now.
Yes, it is.
Getting on it.
How about that? Oh, a great shot. The upper deck. Swing and miss. Young out on strikes. Well, Boozer has retired all 4 men. He's faced 3 on strikes, 2 swinging third strikes, and the first one a call third strike. Victor Robles, actually nothing of one, had a sacrifice in the second. Fly ball to right his last time up there. Foul strike. Boozer worked an inning and 2/3 in the Thursday game, the final game of the New York Yankees series. Zardo up in the bullpen in Seattle. Well, I think it's closing in, BA.
I see it. Hovering low.
Foul back. 0-2. Moving here into the second level. Up. A little bit closer.
How fun.
It's popped up. Foul ball. Aranda's going to chase it, but no chance, out of play. We might have to get one of those just to have fun around the house.
The neighborhood.
Yeah. How about that, huh? Yeah, we'll probably hear from the neighbors.
Yeah, HOA on line 1.
Oh, he just missed down.
Have the HOA on line 1, your neighbor's knocking on the front door.
That's right. You can tell by the knock what they have on their mind. 1-2, long one, but it's going to be foul. Still the ball, 2 strikes. Two 8-0 for the Rays, 1-4-0 for Seattle. Hey, look at that right up there.
There it is.
Just hovering. And a shot to third. That's going to be a double. Down out of the corner.
Is it?
And Robles taking it for granted.
He was.
Boy, he thought he could trot into second base. And I don't know what he was thinking. but it turns out to be a double, and he just maybe they're going to go look at it.
Yeah, maybe
that was it.
Well, right here, that line drive, it gets out right there. Let's see, this is what you're talking about. Yeah, the little wince as he gets to first, and then had to kind of turn it up to make sure that he got there. Yeah, he definitely felt something.
The Mariners out there to take a look at him, because it was a cinch double, but something happened physically while he was turning first base. The Mariners checking their center fielder out there. That's the other thing. He's got to play center field.
Yeah. Well, and if he's compromised at all, you wonder about a Rosarena and the hamstring, because there have been times during this series where it doesn't look like he's been going full out.
Yep.
That's 2/3 of your outfield. Maybe that's why some of those balls have fallen in that we didn't think should.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, it's kind of a tough call, and we can see as he rounded first.
See the winks right there. Yeah.
Up
and
to the bag.
now the head goes down. Then I realize, oh, they're making a play on me, so I'm going to have to pick it up a little bit.
So we shall see if he can stay in or not. 7th inning brought to you by Hyundai.
I think Ron Kolpa's walking out there. Can you play
Yeah.
or not?
Tampa, the plate umpire and the crew chief of this umpiring crew. So he says, hey, you're going to have to finally decide.
Yeah, we don't do MRIs on the field. Okay.
They're going to stay with him out there. So a man at second, an interesting situation, because it's a one-run game, and Mariners trying to figure out if they have a guy who can go full speed out there or not.
Guess we'll see.
I guess we will. Colt Emerson now, the shortstop. Cut and miss. Strike one. Williamson at shortstop toward the middle, so he's behind the runner. And that's a strike, and you can see Emerson stepping back there, and he's down 0-2.
Let's see if he right here. Time. You can see read his mouth. Time. He doesn't get it. That's the thing. You can ask for it. Doesn't mean it has to be given. Ron Kolpa did not give it to him, and he ends up conceding a strike.
Upstairs. 1-2. Griffin Jacks 5. Boozer worked the 6th. Facing his 3rd hitter here in the 7th. And at second with 1 out. 1-2 pitch. He got it. Swing and a miss on the fastball.
A lot of the left on left have been the breaking ball, the sweeping breaking ball away. And this one right here, Cam Boozer goes with that fastball in the mid-90s, gets it up above the zone and in, 4-seamer, and just ties him up. No way you can get to that pitch.
And now the left-handed bat of J.P. Crawford. And the first pitch strike. Crawford with a couple fly ball outs, one to right, one to left, and in between ground ball to second. Outside. 1-1. ball, 2 strikes.
That breaking ball is filthy. I mean, it is filthy. It is frozen more than one of these lefties in that Mariner lineup. Tough to keep that front side closed and try to go out and after that pitch. Tough to pick up.
And a cut and miss. He got it, lost his helmet, and is out of the inning. Crawford strikes out. We'll have the unveiling. Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. Leading off, and that's going to be a liner. Oh, and it's caught by Young. Cortez making a bid for a base hit and is denied. That is 1 away.
Well, let's take a look at
there's the schedule.
There it is. Sunday at 1, the final walk-up with Tantric. They're going to be doing that live here at the Trop, the jersey number retirement ceremony. And guess what? How about this, D-Wayne? The guest of honor.
Yes, it will be.
Going to class up this booth.
Well, it's about time that happens someplace along the line.
Shields warmed up.
Yeah.
Warmed it up for him. And then
we'll get the job done tomorrow.
That's it. Finish it off.
We'll leave, and we'll probably go backwards again.
That will be the pinnacle, no question. Leading right into the All-Star break, though, so that gives us 3 or 4 days to, to decompress and try to fire those engines back up again.
Yandy here with the bases empty and 1 out, a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Logan Gilbert's still out there, opening the 7th, making his 19th start. Ooh, and that pitch came riding in on the bat. He tried to hold up, made contact, and now Yandy behind in the count, 1-2. Look at this pitch.
Yandy's so frustrated because he knows it's a ball. He knows that he was holding up, and that ball somehow found the barrel of the bat and went foul.
2-2. It's interesting, for these hitters, frustrated by that pitch that was fouled, and you feel it, and then you dismiss it. Here comes the next pitch.
Right.
Yep.
Story of this game. And I mean, the story of this game, as a hitter or pitcher, you're doing that from pitch to pitch, but then it becomes day to day.
Yep.
There's no let up.
Yep.
You're playing every day. You get the occasional off day, sure, but it is an everyday. You better have some thick skin, and you better be able to bounce back and have short-term memory.
3-2 is foul. Yeah, that frustration duration really has to be a nanosecond. You feel it, you go through it, you dismiss it, and here's the next pitch.
And that's just built up reps through your life, and learning how to do that, how to compartmentalize and move on, to the next pitch, to the next game, whatever it may be.
There's a liner into right field, going back Raley, and he's there to make the catch. 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. Jonathan Randa, the left-handed bat, is due, and we will have a pitching change. Game here. Logan Gilbert talked himself to stay in the game, and Dan Wilson, their manager, former catcher, is going with his starter.
Old school.
Yep.
Yeah, you could see the stare down as Dan Wilson got close to the mound, like, give me a chance. Don't make that move. Don't reach for that bullpen quite yet. And whatever was said convinced him to go right back to the dugout.
He said, hey, if I there's Lou Piniella. You know, Lou had a few exchanges like that. Good to see Lou. Oh, here's a shot to right center field. That's well tagged. Going to be off the bottom of the wall. Extra bases. Aranda digging for 2, and he's then standing up with a double. Second double of the day for Aranda. 17 on the year.
Went with the four-seamer, and he put it right down the middle of the plate, and that's where Aranda, boy, he loves dropping that barrel right on the baseball. He's got a nice smooth swing. That ball just caught too much plate, bottom line, and he rifles it off the wall, gives the Rays a chance here with 2 outs.
Now they're going to send Caminero down to first base. An intentional walk coming here, and Cedric Mullins due to hit, and here comes Dan Wilson, pitching change.
Giants, big hug there from Pops. All the family and friends get together.
Well, a great moment for the Wechters there. Caden out of Jesuit High, and picked by San Francisco.
Yes. Boy, what a day. What a day. And the beginning of a new chapter, a new journey.
Yep.
And we'll see what direction it takes him. Does it take him towards San Francisco? Or does he end up in Tallahassee?
Well, Gabe Spire, the lefty, is the new pitcher, and Ryan Valade will pinch hit for Mullins. So the Rays counter with the right-handed bat, and Spire having a little technical issue on the communication side, it would appear.
We haven't had as many interruptions this season as we've had in the past.
That's right.
He's yelling for Cal. Can I hear you?
Yeah. Oh, a little technical difficulty here. That never happened when you just flashed a couple fingers down.
No, it did not.
Is it going to be the second or third show that's going to count?
Outs +1, first sign after 2.
Yeah.
Shake second sign. I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah. So here's Valade, 2 men on with 2 men out. Another chance to add to this 1-run lead, and there's a shot back into deep left field. That baby's gone. First pitch, Valade, a pinch hit, 3-run home run, and that gets the job done. How about Ryan Valade? Wasting no time at all. 5-1 Rays. Valade jumping on that first one.
Dan Wilson has to wonder if I just would have stuck to my initial move.
Yep.
How about how things have spiraled out since he left Logan Gilbert in the game, and Ryan Valade gets a first pitch 4-seam fastball running middle in and just buries it into left field.
That's a foul ball outside of third off the bat of DeLuca.
I mean, he went out there to get Logan Gilbert. And there's that swing. We got a great look at that pitch and was quick with those barrels. And Logan Gilbert, I mean, did a great job of convincing Dan Wilson to go back to that dugout. Gives up the double to Aranda. Of course, they're going to intentionally walk Junior.
Yep.
And then Ryan Valade gets his opportunity, and as he has done many times here in this first half of the season, it's come through.
That's his 7th home run. 4 have been on the first pitch. Roller down to short. Set up and out with the throw. DeLuca's retired. But the Rays come up with a 3-run 7th on one swing of the bat from the pinch hit home run by Ryan Villet. A home game, you get free Busch Gardens tickets. So visit CaneStrikeout.com for more details. Restrictions apply. We go to the 8th. Garrett Clevenger on the hill. New pitcher for the Rays. Boozer worked 2 in relief of Jax. The first pitch, Randy Arozarena takes a strike.
Boy, last 12, 1 earned run in 11 innings, 14 punch outs up against just 2 walks. Garrett Clevenger, he's got a lively fastball. Sits in that 96, 97 range. A lot of good late life on it.
For an inning in last night's game, gave up a hit, no runs, and struck out 2. New right fielder Mesa Jr. in there with DeLuca moving over to play center. And Mesa Jr. right there to make the catch. That's the first out in the 8th. So Jax for 5, Boozer for 2, and now Clevenger. I'm in a Ken zone. Pitch is in there for a strike. Foul ball. Well, that pinch hit home run by Villet on the first pitch. His first career pinch hit home run. And he stepped in there and was ready. Two strikes on Canzone. 1-2. Into the screen. Got a little bit of that mid-90s fastball to earn another pitch. That's a strike call. End zone frozen on that pitch.
You could not walk a fastball to home plate and put it in a better spot than this. Just couldn't do it. I mean, that is perfection.
So 2 outs with the bases empty. Kyle Raleigh, the catcher, turning around to hit from the right side. And that fastball got in on him in a hurry as he found it. Strike 1. Raleigh walked in the first, singled in the third. Strikeout in the 6th inning. Batting again in the 8th. 1-1. Foul ball. Griffin Jax 5 innings, and then Boozer came on for 2. He had 5 strikeouts, gave up no runs, 1 walk. Clevenger 2 outs into the 8th with a strikeout. Clevenger 1-2. Did he get him to go? He held up in time. Close. 2-2. What do you think? Take a look. Ooh, boy, he's right out there, isn't he?
He's out. Should be out.
Wow.
Benefit of the doubt there.
2-2. Now it's full count. Rays won last night 7-2. They lead 5-1 right now. And a foul ball. We're going to see another 3-2 pitch. There's a shot from the drone. Love that. I mean, we see angles and shots we've never seen before. 3-2. Popped up foul. This has to be a little frustrating for Clevenger, who thought he had him struck out already. Union Home Mortgage bringing us the drone cam. There you have it from the outfield back towards center and over to right. And there is strike 3 call.
He's gonna challenge it and he's gonna win it.
Riley wants to challenge it.
He's gonna win.
Oh.
Ball 4. Dale's got 2 challenges left.
So that's going to be a walk.
And this ball pretty clearly below the zone. Close, but close doesn't count.
In the old days, that would have been a makeup call and everything is even.
Yeah.
Not today. If there was such a thing as a makeup call, I'm not saying that there was.
Oh, there was.
So here's Josh Naylor. Pitch inside. Ball, no strikes. Naylor twice has struck out, in between lined into a double play. Left on lefty here. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Ground ball foul. Eric Young Jr. turning his back on that bouncer, and down to the bullpen it goes. Riley at first on the walk. Here we go. Ball 3. Into center field on the run. DeLuca still going. It's going to be over his head. Well, bound to the wall. Raleigh's going to be held at third, and now Seattle has runners at second and third. Boy, that's frustrating after what had happened in that previous at bat.
Another fastball here, right out over the heart of the plate, and Naylor puts a really good swing on it. Gets some backspin and some carry. DeLuca's got really good speed, but he's not able to track this one down.
Well, with 2 men in scoring position, 2 outs, Garver's going to be the pinch hitter for Raley. And the Rays will have a little get-together on the mound with Kyle Snyder out there.
Yep. Legamina down there trying to hustle up. Kyle Snyder out there going over a little scouting report, and Casey getting it going.
Garver will bat for Raley, who had gone 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a couple line drive outs. And Ron Copa out there trying to break up that extended get-together. And Jacks worked 5, Boozer 2, and Clevenger here in his first inning in the 8th got the first 2 men. And Raley walked, and the double by Naylor. Well, let's see what the Mariners have done today with men in scoring position. Clemens are trying to keep it that way. He starts Garver with a strike call.
They came into this series with the worst batting average in Major League Baseball with runners in scoring position and the fewest at-bats with runners in scoring position in the American League. So that has been a troublesome area for them all year. See if the Rays can continue that trend.
And a wave and miss. 2 quick strikes to get the jump on Garver.
Yeah, that first pitch, probably a ball. That pitch right there didn't look like Garver got a real good look at it. Kind of a defensive, awkward swing, and now he finds himself in the hole.
The 0-2. Strike 3 call. He got him looking on the fastball. 2 men left. 5-1 Rays. By Union Home Mortgage. Well, look at the Rays take. Rays having a leisurely time out there. Bottom of the 8th. Weston Wilson is in the game for the Mariners in right field. Michael Rucker, the new pitcher. And with that, Chandler Simpson is quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Ben Williamson will be next. Lifted toward left center. Rosarena is there, and he'll grab it. 1 away.
Well, we had a tight one, a 2-1 ball game. Couple runners aboard with 2 outs, and here comes Ryan Vilade. Let's take a look at a StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. That 3-run homer came off the bat at 103 miles per hour, 387 feet away from home plate. And again, 2-1 ball game all of a sudden becomes a 5-1 ball game, gives you a little bit of breathing room. That was a big sequence of hitters right there, because remember, Dan Wilson came to get Logan Gilbert in that ball. He was able to talk his way back into it. Aranda promptly doubled. They intentionally walked Junior Caminero. Then they make the change. Rays pinch hit Vilade, and it pays off.
That's a chopper up the middle. Got to get through. How about Ben Williamson? He is 4 for 4 today. A double, 3 singles, a run batted in. He's got a stolen base in there as well. It's a big day for the Rays infielder. And they now have 11 hits.
Boy, take advantage and drop that 2-seamer right out in front of the plate. Ryan Vilade, the hero of the day.
He's a big Williamson fan. Now the first pitch, strike 1 to Palacios.
How about that?
How about that against his former team, his first career 4-hit game. It's a chop to short. Emerson has just the play at first. Williamson moves into second. He's there with 2 outs. Nick Fortes will bat. And the Rays have Brian Baker up in that bullpen. Ball, no strikes. One and one. Baker. Carolina up earlier. Both still up. Little tap. That's going to be a tough play, and they throw it away. Williamson will score. Fortes winds up at second. And it's 6-1. Well, a base hit and an error.
A swinging bunt, and you're trying to Well, there's really no play to be made there. I understand it's the catcher running, and you're trying to do something, but right there, doesn't get a hold of it right away, and then throws it wildly. You could see the frustration immediately set in, realizing that's cost his team another run.
Gandhi fouling it back, strike one. So it's a 6-1 ball game. 12 hits for the Rays. And the first error of the game, leading to the run. Gandhi fouls it. And the Rays 7-2 winners last night. They lead 6-1 in this one. Crawford to third, short hop by Crawford. Throw to first in time, and the Rays settle for the 1 run.
It's Hall of Fame induction. Look at you, D-Wayne. Be a part of it.
Well, I got to fit him for that jacket.
That's a big honor.
We go to the 9th. Cole Young will take a strike. Casey Legumina out there for the Rays now. Pitch is down. Jacks for 5, Boozer for 2, and Clevenger for 1, and now it's Legumina. It's going to be DeLuca tracking that one down from his center field spot. 1 up, 1 down in the 9th. Now pinch hitter Miles Mastrobuoni will hit here. Foul ball right back. Well, a 140 start tomorrow. Ian Seymour will be opposed by the right-hander Emerson Hancock. Foul ball down. Hancock 6-4, and Seymour 6-1.
Seymour's been fantastic.
Oh, hasn't he? He's been so much fun to watch, too, the way he goes about it.
The finesse lefty. Pitches to both sides of the plate, changes speeds very well.
Into center field, DeLuca again to his right, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. There is Ian Seymour coming off the win over New York, the Yankees. Last time out. How about that 12 strikeouts? Didn't walk anybody.
Yeah, I mean, he has been locked in. I mean, his 2 previous outings, I think he gave up 1 earned run in like 12 2/3 innings. I mean, he has been on fire the last 3 outings.
It's foul. Emerson got a run batted in on a sacrifice fly in the 2nd. Since then, another fly ball to center and a strikeout swinging. This one down around his feet, moving to get out of the way. That's a wave and miss. 1-2. Griffin Jacks worked 5, gave up 1 run. Here's the pitcher of record, and just a little piece of that one to force another pitch from Legumina. Braves trying to go to 56 and 37. And the foul ball right back. And a hot shot foul.
Well, there you go right there, Dwayne.
Oh, there you go. The Yankees have won their game. This one is down. So the Rays, with this lead, 1 out to get, 1 strike to get actually, would retain that 4-game lead and 5 in the loss column. Again, a foul ball, so it's a battle here, turning into what will be at least a 9-pitch at bat. Emerson not going away easily. Two, and again a foul ball. How about this battle? Another fly ball to center. DeLuca is going to get all 3 putouts, and he puts it away. And the Rays put it away with a 6-1 win. 6-12-0 for the Rays. 1-6-1 for the Mariners. Mariners left 8, the Rays 7. And the Rays starter, Griffin Jacks, will get the victory. He is 5-6 before 22,597. Longoria weekend begins and will continue into tomorrow. Had a fun day today. And the Rays and the Mariners will square off tomorrow afternoon. Our coverage begins at 1. For Brian Anderson and Ryan Bass, Dwayne Stats, Rich Hollenberg and Grant Balfour coming up. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow afternoon.